Hi, this is going to be a screencast showing you how to use some simple steps in Google Earth to give some visual support to students who are learning how to describe a setting and maybe using a setting map to help scaffold them to understand the important parts of the description or the important elements of the setting itself. So I'm going to open up Google Earth, which I've already installed, and you can install from the link that's on the blog post. It's a free program. And so Google Earth is open here. I'm going to point out to you there's a couple of areas of the window that are good to know about. This search window is what we're going to use primarily. But I also have this layers panel open here just because I wanted to show how important it is to have the 3D buildings layer on, and maybe the street view layer can be helpful as well. So I'm going to use the fly to fields, and this works just like the Google search field in the Google web page, google.com. And I'm going to go to Faneuil Hall, Boston as a location to show. And it's always helpful to give Google Earth as much information as is possible because it's looking for your locations all over the Earth. So I'm looking up Faneuil Hall, Boston, Mass. Okay, and notice when I do that, I have actually some choices. So it's showing me Faneuil Hall Marketplace. It's showing me some sponsored links. I know that this Faneuil Hall Marketplace link is where I actually want to go. So I'm going to double click on it just so it zooms in and gets that front and centered. In this case, it didn't really matter that much because it was the only choice I found. But you may look up something that they give you multiple choices and you have to click to pick. So here I'm going to just show you these navigation tools. This is the zoom slider, and I can zoom in by either sliding this up or down. Down would zoom it out, or I can hit the plus to zoom in. Okay, and I can use my hand to click and drag and adjust my view. And I'm continuing to zoom in. Okay, let me show you the other navigation tools. This is the move joystick, and so if I click here, it will move me to the east. Okay, here to the north, and so on. The look joystick is used to move your viewpoint around. Okay, so following those simple steps, zooming, changing the movement, changing your exact position by using the move joystick or the look joystick, and you can always click on north to bring yourself right back with facing north, and also you can click and drag this way. You can also use your arrows for really precise movements. I'm using my arrow keys there. Can allow me to really explore the setting and kind of give students a sense of what I want them to be talking about, or what are the important details of a place. I'm going to adjust this so we can sort of see the edifice there of Quincy Market. So those are some really simple steps for being able to view a place. I mentioned Street View as well. Let me bring you back to where one of those Street View bubbles was. Notice how there are these funky looking bubbles. That's because we have the Street View layer turned on. If I double click within one of those bubbles, Google Earth is going to give me an actual street view of the place, like it's a photo. And I can change my viewpoint by clicking on the arrows and really take a look around. This is just a photo of the area. I can zoom in closer if I like. I can go to another bubble by clicking on the neck, any of these cameras. So it's going to move me over and out and into it. I can zoom into another bubble by double clicking on it. And doing so again so that I can bring myself to a different viewpoint and really explore. And then just to get back to normal Google Earth, I'm going to go exit photo. And then I can zoom out as I like. If you want a simpler way to do this, if it seems a little too complicated, you can simply use the Google Maps website at maps.google.com. And do sort of a similar lesson. This would bring me into Faneuil Hall Marketplace. I can double click on it. I can use this zoom tool to zoom in. Now you may be thinking this looks very different. That's because it's showing me the map view. But if I switch it to Earth view by clicking on Earth, because I have the Google Earth plugin installed, which you also have the link to in that blog post, I can do much the same thing, except it's not going to be 3D. Oh, it is actually now. See, Google's always making improvements, and they made kind of a liar out of me there. So you could do the same sort of thing right in your web browser by using Google Maps, if you'd like. Okay, that's about it. Hope you enjoy and find Google Earth useful.